Hello guys, and welcome back. It's David here. I am at Casino Quest, and today we're going to do something a little bit new. We are going to do a little bit of a learning experience, a learning series that we're going to start, and we're going to do it in small bits, easily digestible craps bits. So today we are going to learn all about come bets. I get asked about come bets a lot, so we're going to talk about come bets, and we're basically going to introduce what come bets are. And then we're going to introduce a basic strategy, something that you can play, give you some levels, this kind of thing. And of course, if you would like to come and learn from us here at Casino Quest, you can go on casinoquest.biz and make a reservation to come see us. There's always Dice with David. And don't forget, on Patreon, Casino Quest, patreon.com, I think it's /Casino Quest. We do 5 videos every week. And we also have some other events and some great things happening over there. So definitely check that out if you get a chance. Okay, let's get right to it. So this is going to be sort of chapter 1, learning craps and basic come bets. Here we go. So first, let's introduce what a come bet is. A come bet is basically the pass line on the next roll of the dice. So one way to explain this is, as you know, a pass line on the coming out roll wins on 7-11, loses on 2-3-12. Once we have a point, you need to hit this number again, whatever the point is. So if you roll a 6, you need another 6 before 7. If you would like to start a new game, you would put money into the come, and that becomes the start of a new game. So here we have game number 1. This is the main game, all lit up with the spotlight, and this is the start of a new game, and the same rules apply. 7-11 would win, 2-3-12 would lose. Now, if you're out on the point of 6 and a 7 were to roll, you would lose this pass line bet, but you would get paid on the come bet because that's like starting a brand new game. 7-11 wins, 2-3-12 loses, okay? So let's look at the basic mechanics of the pass line and the come bet. Well, for one, once you have a pass line bet, it's called a contract bet with the casino. You're not allowed to take away from that bet. You can add to the bet, not a smartest idea. We'll get into that in a second, but you can add to the bet. But once you have a point, you cannot take away from the bet. It's a contract bet with the casino, okay? You have to leave it in play until you win or lose. Once you win the bet and there's money sitting there, then you can pick it up and decide how much you'd like to wager for the next game, okay? But if you would like to bet and start a new game, all you need to do is put some money in the come right in front of your bet. And this is a self-service bet. So you would literally take money out of your rack and put it right in front of your bet in the come relative to where your bet is, of course. Now here's what happens. So let's say we're coming out, and let's say the roll is a 9. We rolled a 9, now the point is 9, this money now is attached to the 9. So the pass and the don't pass are always connected to the puck. Whenever you walk up to a game, just look and see where the puck is. If the puck is here, that means we're coming out, we're starting a new game. If the puck is on a number, that means we're already in the middle of a game, and this pass line needs another 9 to win before a 7, okay? So if you walk up to the table after the fact, you don't want to bet the pass line, that's not a very good bet because it only pays even money. What you want to do is start in the come and start a new game. So that's as if you're starting from scratch, as if the puck was here, okay? Now, once another number is rolled, the dealer then will take your money and move it to the number that rolled. Let's say an 8 is rolled, and they're going to put it in a position relative to you around the table. Now, if you look at the boxes here, a lot of casinos have the boxes marked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And think about it as just going around the table, okay? Starting from the 1 position to the 8 position, that would be the position next to the dealer. Some tables are bigger, some tables are smaller. It really depends on where you go. But you'll notice there's quite a few racks. So sometimes there are too many racks. So I have 8 spots here, but there's some 9.5 racks around the table. The truth is you can't get 9.5 average Americans around a table anymore. So very often you only have maybe 5, 6, 7 people at a table. But ultimately you can fit 8 bets around the game. If you're on the other base, think of it the other way. Then it goes around this way, okay? So wherever you are, the dealer will always deal to the rack, not exactly where you are specifically. So you might move over a little bit, shoot the dice from a different position, but wherever your money is, that's where the dealer is going to place your bet. And so anywhere there is money in your position, that's your money, okay? And you could always ask the dealer, hey, where'd you put my money, so that you can keep track of it. Now, the next thing you do is do something called taking odds. And if you're already familiar with the pass line, okay, you could take your odds and you put it right behind your bet. To take odds on a come bet, you're going to give the money, put the money in the come where your come bet was. So if your come bet started here, your dealer moved it onto the 8, you could then follow up with the odds directly behind that. So maybe 10, 15, whatever the case is. Now the same rules apply when it comes to your maximum odds that you can take on a bet. So a lot of casinos on the Strip have 3 times, 4 times, 5 times odds. So depending on the point determines how many odds you could take behind your pass line. In this case, the point is 9. So 5 and 9, you can often take 4 times odds, okay? 4 times odds, which means you can take 4 times whatever this flat bet is. If flat bet's 5, you can take 4 times 5 or 20. On the 6 and 8, you can typically take 5 times your flat bet. The flat bet is the first bet. This is the even money bet. So that means you could take up to 5 times this bet, or here's 1 red, can take 5 red. Now you can take less than that, whatever the table minimum is. You have to bet the table minimum. So if you happen to find, if you're lucky enough to be on a $5 table, you only need to bet 5 odds if you want, okay? So here is $5 flat, 5 odds. That's it, that's all you need to take. Now, if you're at a casino that says or stipulates what their odds are, then that's going to be different. So for example, if you go to a casino that says they have double odds, that means you can only take 2 times whatever the flat bet is. If you're at a casino that says 10 times odds, then 10 times, so you'd be able to take up to $50 on a $5 flat bet. Now, there are casinos that have even higher, 20 times odds, even 100 times odds. The Cromwell used to have 100 times odds. That's no longer a thing here on the Strip. So you could take up to $500 odds on this bet. And of course, all the way down to whatever the table minimum is. And again, once your comeback goes on the bet, all you need to do is set your money down exactly where that comeback was, and the dealer will know its odds. And if they don't pick it up right away, let them know that's odds on my 8 or odds on my 6 or odds wherever it needs to go, okay? Now, once you have a comeback, now you have a game on wherever that comeback is. So now I have a game on the 8. I need another 8 before 7. 8 before 7. Okay, so here's some other sort of general information about how this comeback is affected. If, let's say, there's a winner 9, okay, we pay the pass sign, and now we're coming out again. The pass sign, remember, is connected to the puck. So here we are starting a new game. Your 8, however, your comeback is on 8. You still have a game on 8. But because this puck is now off, the status of all optional bets on the game are also off by default. By default. When I say default, I mean if you would like, you can actually turn your odds and make them working by asking the dealer to work your odds, and then they would take it on button and put it on top of your odds, and so showing that these odds are going against the default status of optional bets. The puck says off, the button says on, so these odds are going to work. Now, if you just follow the default status, which most people do, and a 7 is rolled, the pass line wins. Remember, 7, 11, 2, 3, 12 loses when this is off and we're coming out. And you would get your odds returned because they're off. This bet, the flat bet, is working because it still needs an 8, but your odds were off. You would have your odds returned to you. Now, in the event that you called your bet working and a 7 were to roll, pass line gets paid, and you put your whole bet at risk, and you would lose the whole bet. You wouldn't get any of that money. Now, the good part is, if instead of a 7-11 or 2-3-12, we come out on the point of 8, guess what? If you had your odd, well, let's just start with this. If your bet was off by default, which it normally is, you're going to get paid your flat bet, but you would not get paid for the odds because they're off. If, however, you elected to have your odds working, you would get paid for your flat bet plus your odds. Every nickel gets $1 on the 6 and 8. So I get $17. We'll come on the point of 8. I pay the nickel, and I pay your odds, and you would get paid for that whole bet. Okay, so the choice is yours, whether you want to work or off. But just know that by default, those bets are off. So comeback odds are off, but the flat bet always works. Now that we have a basic understanding of comebacks, we're going to introduce our buddy Dennis, and we are going to play some comebacks out. So Dennis, welcome to the game, sir. Thanks for being part of our little experiment, our informational show here. We appreciate you stopping by.
Why so formal?
I don't know. I just felt like being formal for a minute. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to start a brand new game, okay? And we're going to pretend that you're actually a really good shooter. Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna pretend. We're gonna pretend because you don't prove a lot of my systems, sadly. But although that one you did, everybody's raving about it. All right. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
You doing good? And welcome back to the channel, dude. Welcome back to the channel, right? Right?
When did I ever leave?
I know, that's true. Okay, so let's do this. Let's say, for example, let's just come out and do this from scratch. Let's show everybody how this works from the very beginning. So here we are. We're starting a new game. We are going to come out. We're going to just use those dice. We're going to roll some hands. Let me go ahead and give you a little bit of money because you need a little bit of money. Okay, I'm gonna let you have 200 clammers. Okay, to help explain sort of what's going on here. We're going to give you 4 green and a stack of red. That's for you. We'll just leave that right there. Leave that right there. Normally, you're going to put that money into your rack, but for our purposes, so I can just grab the money, we're going to go and we're just going to leave it there. All right, so go right ahead, sir. Let's roll some dice. Let's see what you got. This is a basic comeback strategy. So this is a twofer, by the way. This is twofer. Not only are we teaching you what the hell are we teaching here? What's going on come bets? We're also going to show you the basic come bet strategy. One of them is called a 2-point Molly. We're going to show you Molly. Not the Molly that new kids know about. This is the old school craps Molly. Molly's been around. Molly's been around town a little bit, okay? I'm just saying, there's a lot of Mollys. You guys have killed all the good words, dude. All right, anyways.
That was an 8.
8 is a point. So you see that? I marked the 8, and now he needs another 8 to win the pass sign. So what we're going to focus on maximum odds. And why do you take maximum odds? Because it's the best odds in the house, dude. It's literally the best odds in the house. By that I mean you're going to get paid exactly what the odds should pay. So there's 6 ways to make a 7 right now. There's only 5 ways to make an 8. So for every 5, you're going to get 6. Now the max odds on most tables is 3 times, 4 times, 5 times odds. So there you go, 5 times your flat, $25. You could take as little as the minimum. So then whatever the minimum bet is allowed on your table, so you could take as little as 5. And guess what? 5 red ones is going to get 6 red ones, or every green is going to get a red. Okay, so you're going to get 6 to 5 on that one because 6 to 5. Okay, now what I'd like you to do is go ahead and put your first Molly in the cum. There you go. That makes sense, though, by the way, Molly and cum. Alex will have a lot of fun with that. All right, go ahead, roll the dice, sir. Let's see what you got. All right, so we're starting a brand new game. And look at that. So, right, starting a come bet. It's like the pass sign on the next roll of the dice. So 7-11 wins this bet. 2-3-12 loses. Okay, keep in mind, every bet has its own condition. Right now, a 7 is going to lose here. But a 7 wins here because that's a pass line bet on the next roll of the dice. But you rolled an 11, fantastic. That's free money in the cum. That's a bonus bet. You get free money for coming. Wouldn't we all love that, dude? All right, 7 out. No way. He did not roll an 8, right? So he rolled a 7 before 8. So this bet needed an 8, but this bet here needed a 7. And then you're going to get paid. We're going to start over. If you point 7 this whole game, you realize I can never prove come bets. You'll never have a come bet on. Son of a B. All right, here we go. All right, there you go, Dennis. We're off. 2 craps, aces. We might never have a point. This could be au naturel. So far.
Yeah, let's take that.
No, let's not take that. Let's show everybody how it's done right from the beginning. Okay, so 2 craps, the line loses. Okay, if you're in Atlantic City, that's a push on the don'ts, but still the line loses. 2-3-12 line is loser. And 4 easy, so we're out on the what they call the Little Joe. I have no idea. Put a come bet in there. Let's do it, buddy. Oh, fantastic. So what do you need now to win? What do you need to win the pass sign?
I need
quiz.
a 4.
A 4 to win that one.
Before the bad number.
Yep.
And then I need a 7-11 there.
7-11. Oh, wow. You said it out loud, dude. Dice of ears. Here we go. Let's see what this is.
Better.
5, and no failed. Thank you, Jesus. We have a number. Okay. So the dealer takes this come bet, puts it in a position relative to where you're standing. We're going to put you at position 7. You're small enough that someone can actually squeeze over here and be in position 8. So you have the position 7. And you see how he gave me 4 red chips for odds? So you're going to take maximum odds. Whoops. Maximum odds. So this is the 1-point Molly. Let's go ahead and put another come bet in there, dude. We're going to do 2 points. 7 out, no 4. Wow, what a great shooter you are. Fantastic, sir. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, that's not on the pass line. That loses. That needed a 4 before 7. But guess what? The come bet wins. You win with the come, dude. Always winning with the come. Okay?
That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, but the 5 loses because guess what? You needed a 5 before 7. Wow. Okay, so we're coming out again. We're starting a brand new game. So let's see how we go. Let's do it, buddy. Best odds in the house. 5-5, and no field, 5. All right, we're out on the point of 5. Okay, all right. And so you took full odds. He took 4 odds. He took 4 times the odds back there, so everybody. And he started a new game. So he's got a new game working. He's got Molly working in the cup. 6 heart way, 2 trees. It's a small part. I should just go ahead and say hands high, dice are out, because everybody apparently is just, all right. So here, I'm moving a deal. It's going to move you to the 6. Take your odds, okay? And make sure to say odds, dealer, odds.
Okay.
You know, so everybody knows, okay? We're doing this the long way. We're doing this for the newbie. Okay, so now what do you need to win?
I need a 5 and a 6.
And by the way, if you guys stay tuned, I'm going to tell you why. As much as come bet odds are fantastic, the odds, I'm going to show you why David hates come bets and why a lot of people come see me at Casino Quest. Okay, we're going to add that tidbit to the very end of this education, because outside of teaching you the basic bets, I also want you to teach you how to win a little bit or create opportunity. All about come bets today. 8-8 hard way at square pair. That's 2 hard ways in a row, dude. Seems like you and Molly are working the hard ways. No, she likes the hard ways better. Okay, so $5 game, $25 odds, and now he's got 3 numbers: the 5, 6, 8. 5, 6, and 8. All right, go work some more come bets, dude. Just let it go. Let her rip. Just nonstop come bets here. Just roll a flipping number, will you? 9, 7. That's a number. 9. All right, so he's now 9. He's just a never-ending Molly, dude. Never-ending Molly. Or you got 3 come bets and a line bet. Oh God, swear to God. Way to get. All right, we're gonna pretend he rolled a number, folks, because we don't have all flipping day to work this out. So let's say he rolled the 6 instead of the other number. So you see how he has 5, 6, 8, and 9, exactly where his number. Those are the numbers that he hit. So he rolled a 6. So me as the dealer, I'm going to cut out his payoff in the come. I'm going to give him 30 for the 25, and then the bottom pays 5. The flat bet pays even money. So you're going to get $35, and I'm going to pay you off. I'm going to bring your come bet off and put your winnings right here. And now you as a player, you can pick up whatever you want. You can pick it all up. You can leave it all there. Whatever you want. So a lot of people, what they'll do is they'll pick up their winnings and then leave a come bet to replace it so they can keep a come bet or however many come bets you want coming. Now, the basic old system was to walk up to a table, put one come bet on, put one come bet, let it run, and then go from there. So you'd have one come bet, you wait till get paid, then you might have 2 come bets, and then you would progress that way, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm not only going to educate you on come bets, I'm going to give you a basic strategy. I'm going to give you a short play strategy. You ready? Here's a short play strategy, sir. Let's say, for example, you walk up to a table, you have no idea what's going on. Okay, you're brand new. Table's a little new table, new people. It's a live game. You heard everybody screaming a minute ago, but you're not sure. You don't want to make a big investment. So you know what you do? Let's say we're out on the point of 6. Okay. You're coming over from that Pai Gow game. You got your stack of checks with you. You're looking for an exciting thing to play. You belly up to the crap table. Instead of making a big investment or even having to talk to the dealer, you know what you can do? All you have to do is take a $5 check, whatever the minimum bet is, and put it out in the come. That starts a game, all right? Now, if the puck is off, obviously, you're going to start it on the pass line. But if you want to, you could just start in the come. Okay, let's say we're on the point of 6. A number rolls, and you go ahead and put your odds down, okay? And there you go, boom, you're in play. Now you just sit there, sit back and wait. Obviously, if it's the beginning of a hot hand, you might lose some opportunity here because you don't have any place bets, you're not betting the numbers, but that's okay. You've minimized your initial investment. You're kind of wait and see. You're standing back, you're giving the table a little bit of breath, a little bit of space. And then if the 9 should roll, okay, it's going to pay 30 and 5 in this case. Now you got a little money back. Now you've established, okay, I like this roll. This shooter rolled my number. I got a little money back, and now I can make an investment in the game. Okay, so a lot of people used to come up and start with a come bet. You don't have to say anything to the dealer. It doesn't require any interaction. You can start with one very simple bet and just let it play. Okay, and if you happen to get paid for that bet, now you know you're at the right table. The universe has provided. You know what I mean? Otherwise, if you lose the 9, you could say, you know what? Not the table for me. I'm going to check out the other table. Back to Pai Gow, or better yet, Keno, sir. Oh, Keno is the answer. Yeah. Okay, that's the secret meaning of life. Okay, let's talk about opportunity. Okay, let's do that. Let's throw that in. Now that we have a basic understanding of come bets, and we have what might be considered a basic strategy, walking up, creating one come bet. Actually, the upgrade to that strategy, believe it or not, is literally to go to two come bets. Two come bets would be the next upgrade, okay? Or I've seen some people do well on come bets if they bet progressively, okay? If they're constantly looking to upgrade the bet. So for example, here you have, let's just revisit this really quick. You got paid $35 on this first come bet. You know what I mean? Here I go, I pay you off. And now guess what? Wait for it, you go to $10.
Oh my God.
You go to $10. You double up on that so that you can increase the amount of odds, increase your investment. I've also seen flat bet systems where you just travel and you look at, travel and have that money going out and covering a number. So for that, I mean, listen, if this goes to the 5, you go to the 5, right? If the 5 should get paid, okay, you're literally just going, you're just progressing through.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you just double up, and once you get paid then maybe you take a little down. I mean, in some sense, it's like playing blackjack. You know, like we have the 3, 1, 3, this kind of thing. You just figure out some sort of progression to use, and you use that progression through the come, okay? There's a lot of ways to play the come. I'm going to leave that. There's a lot of ways to play the come, sir. On a crap table, on a crap table. All right. So let's talk about why I might seem a little disinterested in come bets because come bets suck. Yes, they offer great odds. So here's what you get when you go to the casino. The casino teaches you pass line and 2 come bets. It's an easy way to explain the game, right? Main game, new game, this kind of thing. I've been doing it for so many years. It's like automatic, dude. You know what I mean? I think I should just get the flipping tattoo and have people read it off my arm. Like, listen, belly up to the game and just listen here, buddy. This is how you play, okay? But instead of that, when you come here and you talk to David, you know, the idea is there's lots of systems that incorporate come bets. Some of them are progressive. Some of them can create some opportunity. But let me show you how it breaks down really quickly. For one is, the best time to be in the come is literally in the come, okay? A come bet is great when it's in the come because you have a great chance. 7-11 wins, that's awesome. That's when that bet is favored to win. Once you come on a number, you need that number again to win again. Now you're not favored, okay? You would rather be working the come, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I know you
always
would.
want to work the come.
I know, but once you're on a number, it sucks. So here's why. So here's what the casino will tell you, like, hey, you get the best odds in town. That $10 is gonna pay you $15. That's true. True odds here, even money on here, okay? Now, if I had started out with a $15 9, I would have gotten $21 for the first 9, okay? Then you get paid, the second 9 comes in, and I'm gonna get $21 for the next 9, okay? Now I've got, my return on investment is more than 2x, and I realize that I'm scaling this down a little bit. I'm using a lower table and a very convenient bet. You have a lot of control over this bet. You could turn it on, off, up, down. Let's say you got to pee. Let's say you have explosive diarrhea and you need to leave. You can't touch the come bet. The come bet's locked in. That's a contract bet. But you can, you know what you can do? You know, you can tell them, listen, take all my place bets off while I run to the El Toaleta. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the thing. You know, you have no control of this when the place bets you do. All right. So how do you create opportunity on the table? Well, most of the opportunity is created doing some type of aggressive place bet pressing system, this kind of thing. We talk about that in many ways, but come bets lose their opportunity once they go on a number. So here's an eye-opener for some of you out there, and I'm going to do what's called a $25 10, and we're going to pretend it's an auto buy, all right? And then let's say, actually, you know what? Let's do a $20 10. Let's just do $20, just $20. And then let's say you have a come bet, okay? You have a come bet. I'm going to show it to you on another number. Because everybody's like, dude, one number is not proof. I need proof. Okay, here's proof. This bet pays, wait for it, $39. Okay? Guess how much this bet pays? Same amount of money invested. It only pays $35. Okay, do you see a problem with this? You see the el problema?
I'm losing $4.
You're losing $4, and you need the number to hit twice, and you're like, but David, you told me that I got paid true odds, which is the better odds than place bets. Yes, but the flat bet only pays even money. 2-to-1 odds against you, but you're only getting even money. It's a joy. It's a joy. That's why you get so many comps and coupons to come back. If you are a come better, God bless you. God bless you. Thanks for keeping those casinos so big. You know, the dealers do well. Everybody does well when you just work with the come. I think that should be the theme of our channel. Everybody does well when you work the comp.
And then you feel shame when you're not working it.
Yeah, anyways, all right. But there you go. There's a lot of different ways to look at this game, and that's what I do here. When you come down to Casino Quest, we work on the mentality. Not just, we work on the opportunity, the strategy, and the mentality. So, you know, we teach you how to become a winner. No, we don't. You be your own winner. We just teach you how to play craps. That's the thing. How to win at craps. All right, good. All right, fantastic. Do we need to include anything else in our little tutorial here? How's it going, buddy? Are we off the rails? I think we're a little bit off the rails.
I think we're off the rails, but thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah. Thank you so much, and we'll see you here. We'll see you in Vegas. Thank you so much for being part of our channel. Take care. Bye, guys. Bye.